I get my personal information, send my wife a thank you note for letting me come tonight. I got to get out of the house, folks. I can't take another episode of CSI. Tired of hearing about Grissom. That William Peterson, he's a fine-looking man. I tell you what, I'd leave you for him in a heartbeat. He makes me want to finger myself. Mike, you ever wish Mormon missionaries would just drop by the house? Normally, I'd rather have my scrotum used as a speed bag. You boys want to talk about Jesus? Well, I want to go for a ride on your bike. Come on in, my wife needs the Lord. I get the hell out of there. I come back, they got a haunted look in their eye. They've converted to atheism. You boys aren't afraid of hell anymore, are you? Welcome to my church. I normally don't like unexpected drop-ins. How about you guys? If somebody has a cell phone, they have your phone number. If they stop by, I've gotten to the point I just go to the door naked. Punishment fits the crime, folks. It's the only way they'll learn. You'll lose more friends than you keep, but it's worth it. Now I pray for unexpected drop-ins. I don't care if they're naked. Baby, we got visitors. Put down newspaper. Good heavens. Yeah, I never stop anywhere unannounced. I always call first. Even my first marriage, I used to call my first wife every time I come home. I think that may have been the secret to the longevity of that marriage. She had an affair right under my nose for months. I thought she was in the bedroom watching one of them storm chasers or something. Oh my God, it's so big. You sure that wasn't a cow? See, I don't go out for all that hooting and hollering in the bedroom. I figure if they ain't complaining or leaving, I'm doing all right. A lot of you guys like having your ego placated. I like having the windows open. I like to listen to the birds, be one with nature. I don't want the police called, all right? But I eventually put two and two together. It's like, son of a bitch, we don't have a television in the bedroom. I burst in. I was like, woman, you need to make a decision. It's either him or me. And she's like, well, I got to think about it. Well, all right then. That was the first time in months I felt like a man walking back to my sofa. You didn't think I was sleeping in there with them, did you? Good God, sounded like they were role-playing a scene from The Exorcist or something. A couple months later, she took me out to eat, and I should have known something was up because she suggested we drive separately. I'm dumb. All I thought was good. I don't have to listen to her shitty music. We got there, we got our food, my steak came, and she's like, do you remember when you gave me an ultimatum? And I said, yes, I do. And she goes, well, I decided I don't want you. Yeah, in retrospect, I should have seen that was a bad time for me to ask her to pass the steak sauce. But I drove separately, so what the hell? So she left me. She wanted half my 401k. That was kind of weird because she hooked up with a guy who had money. I guess she wanted to feel like she was bringing something into the relationship. Like he had his $1 million and she had my 13,000. I like to think they put them together and it bumped them into a higher tax bracket. That's all I had to do. She let me keep the trailer, which was good because I went in debt building on that addition. I didn't have to pay child support because I drank some of that contaminated water down in Camp Lejeune. I shoot dum-dum rounds. Thank you, Uncle Sam. And I got married again because I'm not very smart. I don't even know how the hell that happened. After my first marriage and divorce, I was really bitter. I told 4 big guys at work, I said, if I ever mention love or marriage again, I want you to beat the living hell out of me. I know they understood the assignment because they were like, oh, yeah. What the hell happened? It ain't like I wasn't talking about her. I didn't start lifting weights. I didn't get a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Somebody should have choked my ass out. You know, if this was wartime, somebody would have been shot for dereliction of duty. That's all I'm saying. I'm 57 years old. I married a woman 30 years younger than me. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I read in a magazine that men who don't masturbate have a 50% higher testosterone than the rest of us. It's true, when I met Nikki on our first date, we were both ovulating. She told me in the beginning I seemed too good to be true. That made me feel good because I spent a lot of money on those acting lessons. We got hitched. I said, "Woman, I'm not staying in character. You're behind the scenes now. Go in the kitchen, fix me a sandwich." Oh. Yeah, we got married at the courthouse because she's not religious and I'm a devil worshiper. Sometimes when I do that joke, it gets so quiet you can hear people's buttholes tighten. I'm not a devil worshiper, folks. That's too much motivation for not much reward, really. If I wanted to go to hell, I'd just be myself, you know? I ain't going to be standing outside hell going, "Oh, I can smell the brimstone now. Damn it, if I'd have put forth a little effort. God damn it, if I'd have sucked that dick in band camp, I'd be in there." Like I said, my wife's not religious. She's spiritual. One of those freaks. I try to be supportive. I build a room for all those wax dolls with needles in them. Creep me out. Their little eyeballs looking at you. The needles fall out, go in your foot. I got mad one day, threw one against the wall. I swear it felt like somebody kicked me in the back of the head. Marriage changes a man, I'll tell you that much. I slouch a lot now. Easy without a backbone. I got one. She just got it mounted on the living room wall. I got this on our honeymoon. My God, my posture gets so bad at times people think I'm trying to do an impression of a question mark. I can't use public urinals. The backsplatter burns my eyes. I try to read, to be creative, to keep things, fresh in our marriage. I read in a recent article that if you want to regulate your woman's hormones and elevate her mood, try rubbing your underarm sweat on her lips. I do not know anything about hormones, but it elevated her mood real quick. If you look real close, there's a scar from where she hit me with the alarm clock. I'm 30 years older, so I try to, bestow some of my wisdom, give her advice. Like the other day, she told me her belly felt gross, so I told her to quit touching it. Women don't want solutions. My wife was a prison guard for 2 years, and she can take care of herself. I'll fight if you back me in a corner without my cell phone. Yeah, she's got the worst road rage, too. My God, I like it because I don't like to drive, okay? I've always dreamed of one day being rich and having a personal driver. She likes to drive. Bad thing is she got the worst road rage I've ever seen. God forbid somebody pulls out in front of her while she's texting. She drives through downtown Kokomo, switching lanes, yelling at people, composing novel-length text, asking me how to spell kumquat. She'll flip off guys twice my size. I'm like, "Baby, you're not married to Chuck Norris." She goes, "Don't worry about it. If he gets out, I'll take care of it. You just sit there and do your nails." I'm not a violent guy. The meanest thing about me is restless leg syndrome, which isn't good because in the middle of the night, my leg starts twitching. She starts dreaming she's in a cage fight. "Oh, you want some of this, bitch?" What? I got to tap out and head to the sofa. I seen her I seen her get punched in the face at a party by a guy. I jumped up to be a man. She beat me to it. Oh, she took him down like a pair of trousers at a nudist resort. It was like a Rottweiler with a rabbit carcass. I'm not kidding. You ever seen a woman whip the shit out of a man? It'll change your worldview. When she got done with him, I got up, went in the kitchen, made her a sandwich. She tells me I'm lucky that I'm lucky to have her. I think she's the lucky one because not all men thrive in captivity. There's a name for guys like me, victim. My dad told me when I was a kid, he said, son, you can acquire a taste for anything. He was talking about Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I applied it to women. Hell, I'm not a victim, I just have a type. I had a bully in junior high. It was a girl. She's kind of a thick, I like thick women. She had dark hair, obsidian eyes, milky white cleavage, fists like cinder blocks, punch like George Foreman. Good God, every day, man, here she came. I told my dad, I said, Dad, there's a girl at school beating the hell out of me every day. He's like, son, she probably likes you. That's why I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20 years old. Hell, I thought I had to get a black belt in jiu-jitsu and learn how to box. Every summer break was like a training montage from a Rocky movie. My uncle was my trainer. Come on, kid, they're not going to last 3 minutes with her. Moving on. No, I love my wife, though. She's bossy. She thinks she's got to tell me when to sit, stand, turn, breathe. Thinks she's got to tell me when I can get off. Like I don't know the basics of motorcycle safety. I know what people think when they see us together, me riding on the back, arms around her waist, screaming. There are days I'm so eager to please her, all I get out of is a sore neck. You know what I'm talking about? Any of you fellas ever spent the whole day hanging drywall? Ready for Valentine's Day? I'm so sick of holidays, man. Us men, we got to jump through hoops. You ladies phone that shit in. I'm tired of acting happy about it. Ooh, it's a thought that counts. You didn't even think to take the Dollar Tree sticker off. I'm tired of acting happy. Ooh, a coloring book. This has been so cool when I was 4. It's like, I'd rather got nothing because all I got was attitude. I ain't been seeing you coloring in that coloring book I got you. I thought it was a fucking gag gift. I had to go out and buy a box of crayons that cost more than the coloring book. And I'm a perfectionist, so I spent the entire weekend trying to make it look nice, thinking I was done. Since you like Lion King so much, I got you Finding Nemo. Son of a bitch. Last summer, she got me edible underwear from a rummage sale. I think they were salmon flavor. I don't know, I could be wrong. It was hot, she'd been wearing them all day. After sex, she had a cigarette, I had acid reflux. That's a good thing I'm married. I was terrible at being single. I suffer from social anxiety. I should say I have social anxiety. Other people suffer. Talk to me after the show. I guarantee it'll be miserable for both of us. I get offered weed a lot. I accept. Yeah, I know it makes people feel good to give. Aren't you afraid weed's a gateway drug? I am not. I use MacBook. I can't believe you smoke weed. I didn't get these man boobs doing push-ups. I can't wear a tight t-shirt in the summertime. If my hair's long, I cause confusion. Somebody told me they thought I was going through transition. I was half pissed. I accidentally dated a lesbian once. I should say she accidentally dated me. Can you tell? No, I just thought she got off deployment or something. I like long hair on a woman, but if I'm going to get laid, I can overlook a crew cut. We went back to her place. I got naked. She got pissed. Pleasant change from stifled laughter. Finally, she calmed down and said, well, since you're here, put on some of my ex's makeup while I lace on this strap-on. Like, what? That's weird. Heck with that, I ain't putting on makeup. It's rough having social anxiety. I get it worked up. I break out in a rash all over my body. You want to talk about social distancing? COVID-19 don't have shit on leprosy. I take my shirt off to get in the pool. It's like somebody screamed shark. Neighbor lady flies out the back door, snatches up her 2 kids, which is fine by me. Those little inflatable pools aren't big enough for 3 people. Sometimes having a mental illness can come in handy, like you ever dropped an F-bomb in church? Sorry, Tourette's. Yeah, I used it in a sentence. I'm getting better. They won't believe you, but you feel better about yourself. I always think people are talking about me, too. Like the other day, I heard 2 women talking about a weirdo at the park checking out girls. I started retracing my steps. I ain't been to the park in 2 years. Not since I found that spot behind the bushes outside that aerobics studio. They teach a women's self-defense class there. I like it. It's like playing with fire. I want to be one of those guys who don't care what other people think of them, you know? Like the other day, I was talking to a fella, looking him right in the eyeballs. I'm not kidding you. He started picking his nose. Like, wow, there's a stone-cold warrior right there. I felt bad when I projectile vomited on him. Sorry, dude, didn't mean to outgross you. Then I seen a dude smiling, laughing. He had 1 tooth right here. It's like, wow, man, it inspired me. If that had been me, I'd have had that yanked out, got dentures. Not him. You got to admire a guy who has the courage to stick to his gums. People are amazed I do comedy, but actually I have an easier time being on stage talking to an audience than I do communicating one-on-one. It's rough on my love life. I don't know how many of you have ever tried to arrange an orgy or join one uninvited. How'd the first orgy happen? Was it planned? Was it spontaneous? Was it an accident like the old Reese Cup commercials? Hey, you got your peanut butter and my girlfriend. I can't even imagine who would have the courage to suggest an orgy as a communal activity. I can't even tell my wife my sexual fantasies. I feel all nervous like a dude at the bank trying to get a loan with really bad credit. She asked me what my sexual fantasy was a few months ago. I screwed that up. I told her the first thing that come to my mind. I said, I'm on a deserted island with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, and we're naked. And she's like, what? She said, well, what about me? And I'm like, what? All right, you can come too. It's probably hot. You can serve us drinks. You can't make women happy. And that just goes to show the difference between men and women when it comes to sexual fantasies. Like if she told me she had a fantasy of getting gangbanged by the LA Lakers, I would just automatically assume in that scenario I had the evening free. I'd go see a movie, visit a friend. I wouldn't be lobbying for a position in the starting lineup. She don't want to see me lurking around that sausage forest. Hey, baby, am I up? All right, call me. You guys know what the most common sexual fantasy is among men? Nobody? 2 women at once. Yeah. I was surprised to find that out, but then again, I spend all my time reading the Bible. No, Any guy who wants 2 women at once, that's a glutton for punishment right there, I think. I like to be with one woman and be totally focused on her and satiate her every desire, and then when we're done, she can trade places with the woman holding the camera. Now, at my age, I need 2 women to get me up. My back gives out now. Fortunately, my young wife is strong. She can throw me over her shoulder, put me across her knee. That's something I never thought I'd like. No, I like being married, though. I sucked at being single, man. I hated it when people would try to fix you up. You know, because you find out just how little they think of you. The girl's nervous, they're excited. You're like, what the hell did I do to you? Does this make sense? You got to go out with them. You can't turn down a woman in front of other women, which is fine. I can go out with somebody I don't like. Nobody says you have to talk to a woman on a date. I just drive. You're awful quiet. I'm saving my voice for later tonight. During sex, I'm a screamer. They just get out the first stoplight. Get the rest of the evening to yourself. I don't want you guys to think I think I'm a prize. I've been fixed up with a few women out of my league. I've seen fear materialize in a woman's eyes when they got to look at me. Y'all ladies are nice, though. You try to tell us guys stuff to get us to back out of the date so you don't feel bad. Like one woman, really pretty, told me right off the bat, she said, I just want you to know I got a nasty rash around my coochie pie. She didn't call it coochie pie. That's my interpretation of the story. But I told her, well, you need to understand something, woman. My childhood hero was Evel Knievel. No guts, no glory. You give me a chance, I'm jumping that canyon. I don't wear a parachute. Another woman started telling me about all her whips, paddles, and strap-ons, thinking I'm going to be all 50 Shades of get me the hell out of here. I stayed. She misread her audience. My inner freak came alive like Nosferatu. I like attention from women, positive, negative. It's indifference that hurts me. I don't like singles bars. Don't y'all hate that? They call them meat markets. I see why, the way women look at you and then quit looking at you. I always leave those places feeling about as sexy as a shrink-wrapped cow's tongue. Tried eHarmony.com. They used to guarantee there was somebody for everybody. I signed up, uploaded my photo, got an immediate response, a refund. I took their personality test. It said I was narcissistic, self-absorbed, and clumsy in bed. How the hell do they know that? One time I was making out with a girl. We were really getting into it, and I accidentally stuck my nose in her eyeball. It's not a fetish, folks. It's I ain't like, hey, baby, come on over here and give old Jeff some sugar. Yeah. I ain't like that. It didn't happen. What is it with women who put pictures of their dogs on their dating sites? Have you ever noticed women do that? Like a couple pictures of them, a picture of are they dog lovers or shapeshifters? I don't want to fall in love with a demonic being, okay? That's not my thing. I don't put pictures of me and my Xbox. It's a package deal, ladies. You're going to have to love both of us. Like I said, I'm in my 50s. I see women who put like current pictures, and then they always put one picture of themselves when they're 18 smoking hot in a bikini. Why put that picture? Is that an earnest? If we hit it off and they invent time travel, you can go back and get some of that. I'm just afraid she'd want to go back to the 18-year-old version of me, and he wasn't very impressive. I know where she'd find me, naked in my room, tickling myself to a poster of Jessica Rabbit. I imagine it's every woman's dream to experience premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction in the same man. I had an embarrassing thing happen My wife found one of my old dating sites that I forgot about. I had a day, I think it was plentyoffish.com, and it was getting about as much action as a Hardee's drive-thru, and I just forgot about it. And she found it, and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. And I told her, I said, I ain't been on it forever. And I looked at it, and in 5 years, not one woman showed any interest. And I'm thinking, wow, what a testimony to me. I actually used the Glamour Shots photo on the thing too, and nothing. And I told her, I said, baby, I'll delete it if you want. And she goes, no, don't. I need a good laugh. And you need to be reminded how lucky you are to have me. I am proud of one thing. I've always been a gentleman, the opposite sex. I'm proud to say I have never sent a woman a dick pic. I'm not proud of the reason I haven't. Would I if I had a big one? I'd like to say no, but look at me. My personality has to do a lot of heavy lifting, folks. And I am not a people person, okay? It'd be nice to be able to take a picture and go, voila, ladies, I'm a douchebag. But you still want it. Any of you women ever ask a guy for a dick pic? No, thank you, don't. I had it happen one time. Apparently my dick has social anxiety. It started backing away like a dog had seen the vacuum cleaner. I'm smacking it around, squeezing it like one of them stress relief toys. And it ain't coming to life. She's like, I'm waiting. I was like, don't rush me, woman. I'm tickling myself, scrolling through the app store, looking for a filter. They don't make any for us men. Best I could do was Snapchat. Come out looking like a robin's nest with 3 eggs in it. I read in one magazine it said, try shaving down there. It'll make it look more pronounced. They're full of shit. My wife was madder than hell. She said, what the hell did you do? I'm drier than a pork rind right now. You look like an 8-year-old boy, for the love of God. I ain't touching that thing. I'll have to register as a sex offender. A friend of mine's all depressed because his celebrity crush came out as gay. Like, I made fun of him. Like, what, you think you're going to go to Los Angeles and run into her at Whole Foods or something, and you're going to have the perfect word to say to her, and she's going to fall in love with you? That ain't going to happen. I ran into Lita Ford coming out of the Wabash Walmart the night before she performed at the Brant's Harley Davidson there. I was not cool. I was like, you're Lita Ford? She's like, she don't know who the fuck she is. She said, yes, I am, and I squealed and farted at the same time. I don't think she heard the fart, but the door greeter fella behind me was gagging. That's it, drama queen, grab your inhaler. I was so embarrassed I ran out, didn't even get a picture or autograph or nothing. But I get it, to have, desire somebody and know that there's no possible way they would ever give you the time of day. Like, I love Rihanna, the singer. I think she's a beautiful woman. I was scrolling through leaked celebrity photos, nude photos. Came across her ex, Chris Brown. My God. I'd feel bad if I was that big. I would. I'd walk into the showers going, I'm sorry, guys, this is ridiculous. It ain't all it's cracked up to be. My back always hurts. I have trouble finding the right clothes. I'd have reduction surgery if I could. I'd be happy at this point with a head in a sack. He made me feel like a rowboat dry dock next to an aircraft carrier. That's bullshit. I couldn't stop looking at it. I'm not gay. My eyeballs got caught in a gravity well. It was so massive it was warping space-time. I can't even fantasize about Rihanna anymore unless it's some kind of humiliation bullshit. Ooh, baby, tell me again how it looks like a hairy nipple. You guys having a good time? Let's bring our hosts back up here tonight, and I think we're going to take a break. Thank you very much.
Let's keep it going for Jeff McKinley.